Hey everyone, it's Wacky Wednesday. I guess that's why I'm sitting here looking a little wacky. I think I get a free pass on Wednesday. I think I get to look a mess on Wednesdays because it's wacky. But today my story is about a wacky situation that I've been in. Every Wednesday I will be giving you a wacky situations that I've been in and how I've kind of overcome it. Today I'm going to tell you a story about this guy. He's wacky, but I love him. But he's wacky. Back when I was younger, I used to date this guy. When I was, I don't know, probably like middle school, somewhere around there. Yeah, I used to date this guy. So back then it was just a little kid little thing. It wasn't nothing serious, but we just played around or whatever. Like we lived in the same hood. I end up moving, and I didn't see him for a while until I went to high school. My freshman and sophomore year, I went to one high school, and my junior and senior year, I went to another high school. When I got my junior year, when I got to the high school, I ended up meeting him again or whatever, and we ended up linking up. I fooled with him my whole junior year, and he had a girlfriend. Yeah, he had a girlfriend his whole senior year, and I basically was the side chick, as they call it today. And I was cool with that, I guess. Yeah, I was because I did it. I was cool with that, and at the end of the day, it wasn't fair to his girlfriend. But at that point in time, I didn't give a damn. I didn't care because I felt like shit. I got as much attention as she did. Hell, the whole high school knew that was my dude. That everybody knew that I was the shy chick. But so I remember the last time that we had food around, it was towards the end of the school year. He asked me would I be his girlfriend, and I told him that I couldn't be his girlfriend because I had already done being the side chick for too long. And I didn't want to be the girlfriend, and then somebody he does the same thing to me that he did to his girlfriend. So I couldn't do that, and I guess that was whack of me to even play the side chick for a whole year. But you live and you learn. So yeah, we end up disconnecting and we end up not talking anymore. And I remember one time I had run into him, maybe like a year or two later. I was out with my homegirls and I ran into him, and he was out with his girlfriend. He was out with his girlfriend, and don't you know he had the nerve to rub me when he was with his girlfriend? Straight disrespectful. Again, wacky. But hey, I laughed at it because I thought it was damn hilarious. And so that was that, and possibly maybe a year or two later after that, he ended up running into one of my good friends that I had back then. He ended up running into one of my good friends that I had back then. That's Desire. She's over there. She's being irky right now. But yeah, he ended up running into one of my good friends, and when he ran into one of my good friends, my friend gave him my number or whatever. We ended up linking back up. We ended up linking back up, and I wasn't feeling it at first. I just wasn't because I just kept on thinking about the high school things that he took me through. I just kept on thinking about all of that, and I just couldn't get past that. But some way, somehow, I ended up getting past that or whatever, and we probably hooked up in maybe I want to say August, maybe July. My firstborn daughter died, and she was probably like a year and a half. Maybe not even that old, but she probably had just turned a year. And I end up hooking up back. We end up hooking up or whatever. And that was probably about in July or August, September, October, roll around, and I was pregnant with my second daughter, Janara. Yeah, I was pregnant with my second daughter. She's just rude, but I was pregnant with my second daughter. I remember when me and him first got together, I would go through his phone and I would see like text messages of him texting other females, telling other females that he loved them and all of this and all of that while so long of being with me and, wacky. And that brought back memories of when I was in high school with him and that like I was the main chick this time and the other chicks that was the side chick, like so it brought back a lot of memories, and from that moment on, I just never trusted him. This man, he was the best man ever. He did everything he needed to do to make me happy. Like But at the same sense, it was something that was going on inside of me. Like it was something that I had to deal with, some issues that I had to deal with, that I had to get over, But so, and I never treated that man the way that he needed to be treated. I never loved him the way that he needed to be loved. Although in my heart, I loved him. I loved him so dearly because he worshipped the ground that I walked on. But yet, still, like I said, there was still the issues inside of me that I needed to get over. The high school stuff I needed to move past, but I couldn't because when I went through the phone, I was reminded of the high school stuff, so I never really got over it. The reason why I say this story is wacky is because I was in love with this man. I was in deep, deep love with this man, and I'm still in love with this man to this day. Like, and he'll always have an effect on me. But I say this story is wacky because through everything that me and him been through or went through back then, he loved me, I loved him. I just didn't know how to show my love. I say that he's wacky because at the end of the day, I had not a soul. I've always been by myself. Yeah, I have family, I have friends, but no one could understand me the way that he could. Like, he just knew all the time what to say. He knew what I was going through. Like, Zai, hush. She's being so rude. Yeah, so maybe this is a little ghetto, but it'll get better over time, But so, but yeah, he knew everything that I was going through. He was always there for me. He was my best friend, Even though at the time it might not have seemed like it because I didn't know how to show it to him. But I remember one time he told me like he felt like if he ever left me, that he felt like he would be turning his back on me. Excuse me, y'all. I say he's wacky because he left me. Like, he did not stick it out with me. He didn't. My feelings was crushed. It took me forever to get over that man, and I'm still trying to get over this man. He ended up moving out of town or whatever, and he ended up getting our daughter. I was supposed to be moving up out of town with him, but had just started a new job, and it was just a lot of things that was going on that I just couldn't get up and go with them at that moment. And it was a lot of things on my end that was very wacky. I was a wacky person. I didn't stand up for our love, and in the result, I ended up losing them. And that's something that I have to live with every day. My point of this story is to let you guys know, no matter what you've been through in your past, no matter how heartbroken you may have been, or what you may have went through in high school, or what you may have went through when you was growing up, how someone might have crushed your heart, don't ever miss out on the chance to love. Don't never miss out on the chance to love. I think about it all the time. I think about it every day. And I wish that it was just some way that I could just, rewind the past. Like, I wish I can go back and I wish I could fix it all, because at the end of the day, I don't think that there's another person that's going to love me the way that he loved me. Like, it hurts. Like, it hurts. Like, I was trying to go find love in so many places when I had it in him, and I was wacky. I was very wacky, and I let it go. I just didn't care at the moment. And now every day I live with that. I have to live with the fact that he's happy now, and he's happy, and he's not with me, and it hurts. It hurts, and it kind of like every time I think about it, every time I see him, and I get emotional, and I'm not afraid to say, but at the end of the day, don't be afraid to love. Let that wall down. Let that barrier down. You have to open up, because who knows, you can miss out on a chance of love, marriage, happiness, and having a family. I missed out on all of that because I was too wacky enough to open up my heart, to open up my mind, to trust again, to love again. And that's something that I have to live with. I don't know if you guys learned anything from this story, but I just want you guys to just love like you've never been hurt. Like they say, dance like no one's watching. Love like you've never been hurt, because at the end of the day, if your heart gets broken, it's still a chance that you had to take, because you just never know. You never know when that person is your soulmate. Well, I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys on Flashback Friday. I'm kind of enjoying this. I hope you guys stick around, that you keep on just watching me, comments, videos, you know, whatever, whatever. But peace, love, and happiness. And in Jesus' name, love.